when you are near. I don't want to go anywhere when I see you. I never want to change my view. You free my soul and make me want to lose
welcome to this edition of Lessons on Love. Today, we're going to be looking at where we could be the problem, where we could be self-sabotaging, where we could be the reason why our relationships have repetitive cycles, or we seem to end up with the same people. As you can see, my background ain't even up. Today, it's going to be raw. Hey y'all, I'm eating pizza, drinking my mocha frappe. I'm trying to stay peace. This has been a rough weekend for me when it comes to matters of the heart. And it caused me to stop and think, where could I be playing a part in all of this? You know? Sometimes you have to stop and you have to say, like, is it me? You know, what am I? Is there something I can change within myself that could shift the energy of things? So, as most of you know, I'm engaged, but I'm currently in a situationship here where my kid's father is not completely moved out the house yet, and likes to make my life difficult in the meantime. I live in the South, but I'm a city girl. I'm from New York City, so I don't know how to drive. I'm used to buses, trains, you know, to get around. He can drive. So as long as I can't drive, I'm stepping on water bottles. As long as I can't drive, I'm codependent. So this is where I say stop and look at where you may be, you know, sabotaging your own self, because I'm angry. I feel like he's blocking my new beginning, which has already started, just ain't here yet. But then I just stop and say, you know what? You don't know how to drive. You need him for that. And I don't. My fellow Aries, y'all can feel me on this. I do not like to need someone, to feel like without them I can't function. I don't like that. Some people, they like it. They like to, you know, have a support system, or they like to be a support system for others. Me, I damn sure don't like to have a support system. I think in my heart I don't trust they're reliable. You know, and I would like to rely on the person that I know will always be there for me, and that's me. So it's painful for me to be in a situation where I feel like Eight of Swords. And this is your little tarot lesson, because it says get into it with Amina. Eight of Swords is usually someone blindfolded, arms tied behind their back, and they have 8 swords around them. So to them, they're trapped. But the swords don't go all the way around them, and their feet are not tied. So what that symbolizes is an illusion of being stuck, when really all you have to do is walk forward and you'll be free of the swords, you know, that may be threatening you. So yeah, all I have to do is learn to drive. Easier said than done, but it's not impossible. It's like a billion people driving on the planet. And then also, sometimes we keep people in our energy because we feel guilty. And I did a segment on guilt and forgiveness of self. But I feel like, that's an ongoing thing. An ongoing thing. Especially if you have children with someone, because they're going to be in your life. So if you have not totally come to terms with any guilt or anything you need to forgive yourself for too, not just the other person, it's going to be a bit of a struggle to coexist or co-parent, because this person will be able to trigger you as long as you have not done the healing. Now, I thought I had did the healing, but what it seems to be is that I healed from one tumultuous twin flame going wrong relationship, but this one is a codependent relationship, a relationship that has been a codependency since it began. Okay, regardless of age differences, there was a lot of carrying financially. There was a lot of changes, that I was bringing into his world, that I had also be supportive as he went through the changes and transformations, so that we could coexist in a home together. But it bred dependency. Like, to an extent, he feels like he needs me to handle certain aspects of his life that I've been handling for years. And me, I just feel like I need a chauffeur, because I don't drive yet. And I don't like to call him that, but that's what it feels like. And it irks me because it takes away a bit of my freedom. So all you out there who could drive yourself, more power to you. Cheers. Those of us that still need to learn, this is the year. It's the year we free ourselves. Okay. We need to learn to drive. And that goes out to everybody out there who don't know how to drive, who has children. Now, back to the topic at hand. So I found myself crying because of my situation. And I felt like Eight of Swords, like I'm stuck. I don't see how I could move forward, even though there's a way forward and I know of it. I just don't see how I can accomplish it. And it had me in my thoughts and my feelings. Like, why do I still feel guilty about moving into a relationship that serves me in a positive way and leaving behind one that's toxic? Because we have kids. What does that mean? How can I be there in a healthy mindset for my children if I'm in a toxic relationship? So I have to tell myself and remind myself that every time I feel guilty, like he likes to make me feel like I'm breaking up the family. The family that was already, crumbling due to friction between me and him. And I had to really back up and say, I want to be the best I could be for my kids and for myself. And I'm not going to be able to do it in this relationship or this environment. And I have to eventually forgive myself for disappointing myself and being disappointed in myself. Forgive myself for being disappointed in myself because I was a little like, wow, And then forgive myself because I forgive myself because I blame myself a little bit sometimes. Like, oh, just try to make it work. Just hang in there, But every time, as co-parents, we have friction. It reminds me, like, you don't want to go back to that. And I just want to give a little tip to those of you out there who maybe someone broke up with you and you're still in love with them. Your best thing is to grow. The best thing for you to do is to grow. I don't want nobody back that doesn't grow. If I release you, I free you to the wind, and you keep blowing back the same or getting worse, That's not going to make me second guess. Yes, I'm an empath, so I am going to feel bad. It will make me feel bad. But go backwards into that direction? No. So if you are interested in rekindling something that seemed to have died, or maybe you feel like there's still hope for a relationship that it seems hopeless, I'm telling you now, work on you. You work on yourself, you will draw in what belongs to you. That toxic twin flame that I released, I got my shit together, and when I saw him again, I was glowing and he was not. And it was the greatest revenge without seeking revenge that I ever got in my life. Was to see him looking at me like, damn, I done fucked up. I made the wrong choice. And that's what you want to do. You don't want them to look back at you and be like, thank God, you know? And that's how I'm feeling right now. But at the same time, because I have children with the person, it's hard to say thank God it's over, because it's still going to be a connection. And that's what I've been like fighting myself with. Like, I have to deal with this energy for like, what? How long? A person who blames me for not wanting to stay in a relationship that just was combative, with one person growing spiritually in one direction and one person not really going in any direction. So all that was to say, I want to encourage those of you out there who are trying to move forward. And if you feel stuck in a relationship, know that you are never stuck. Never. There's always a way forward. Always. And those of you that are still beating yourself up for relationships that didn't work out, or family situations that you feel like you have to walk away from and take your kids out of, know in your heart you did what was best for you. And if you have children, you did what was best for your children. And forgive yourself for thinking otherwise. Not for the relationship not working out. That was just fate. That was destiny. That was a lesson. Forgive yourself for blaming yourself. Because it takes two to tango. That's one. And two, there's never anything negative about releasing something that is affecting you in a negative way in order to let in something that will benefit you in a positive way. And once we come to terms with that within, then we can move forward out of the swords. And then we can open up and receive all that we are meant to receive. All that is meant to continue forward with us, to grow forward with us, to inspire and motivate us together. That's my son. So on that note, I'll take that as a sign to wrap it up. And I'm going to do a reading. Gonna do a reading today. It's called Who Gonna Check Me, Boo? Check Yourself. And it's gonna be all about seeing where you could possibly be self-sabotaging your relationships, and give you advice as to how you can flip that vibe. Okay? I'll see y'all in a few. Welcome to Get Into It with Amina, Lessons on Love episode. Let's get into this reading. Who gonna check me, boo? You're gonna check yourself today through some advice from your spirit guides or ancestors or angels, whoever wants to come through. So take a good look at the 4 piles. Each of them comes with a fortune cookie message inside. I don't really want to bring the cards up to the screen because I really want you to choose your pal based off of the artwork and the number. But I will read you what each card does say. Pal number 1 says breaking trail. So if breaking trail and the number 1 appeals to you, then that's who your message is. Pal number 2 says reaching your destination. So if you feel drawn to the sentence reaching your destination and the number 2, your message is in pal 2. Pal number 3, it says watching clouds. So if you feel drawn to the number 3 or the words watching clouds, then your message is in pal 3. And then we have pal 4. Pal 4 says uncovering treasure. So if you feel drawn to the number 4 or the words uncovering treasure, then your message is in pal 4. So let's take in a deep breath together. In through your mouth and out. And the first number, artwork, phrase, whatever that pops into your head is where your message for today is. So let's get ready to check ourselves. I'll be back with pal number 1. Hey, pal 1. Woo! Pal 1, what the heck? Okay. Welcome to your reading, pal 1. I literally almost punched my camera stand as I was coming to wave to you guys. I feel like you may be in a frustrating situation right now, but not something you can't get through. Because what I want you to know is the top card you're drawn to is showing you where your blessing is coming in that's going to shift things in your situation. So my pal 1s, you're breaking trail. And that's letting you know that a breakthrough is at hand. So if you've been feeling like I've been trying to forge a way out of this situation, I've been trying to forge a new path into a new cycle, a new world, a breakthrough is at hand. That's the blessing that is coming, that is going to shift the energy for you and welcome in all of the love that you deserve. So we're going to put your blessing over here. But I do feel the blessing that is coming for you is that you are going to get through something that you've been working very hard at getting through. Something that may have had you feel as if it was hopeless, or at times you wanted to give up and stop, but you kept going, you kept going, you kept going, and now you are at a point where a breakthrough is about to happen for you. You're going to see a huge change. Let's look at your fortune cookie. You put a lot of energy when it comes to your relationships. I do see you as someone who will tend to the relationship, help it to grow. Very, very focused on having a healthy and stable, I'm hearing, relationship. So let's see. Let me see if I can do this without making a big mess. Okay, your fortune says any decision you have to make tomorrow is a good decision. Any decision that you have to make tomorrow is a good decision. So I don't know. I'm getting that either literally a choice that you have to make tomorrow or by tomorrow is going to be a great decision, whatever you choose to do, or putting off making a decision till tomorrow is a good decision. So take what resonates for you. If you have some kind of choice you have to make, it looks like your fortune cookie is saying make that choice tomorrow and you'll make the right one. Maybe today your mind's not in the right place or whatever to make a clear, decision. Oh, I'm so mad at my squeaky chair. I hear it whenever I watch my playbacks. I gotta get a new chair. All right, so let's see. Do you self-sabotage? So, and if you do, let's see how you could possibly be in your own way. All right, you could sabotage some of your relationships when you get stressed out. Surrender stress. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. So yeah, you see how you look like you've been so focused here and you're working hard. I think something about your relationship, either one you're in or one you're trying to get out of, has been very stressful for you. And that stress is blocking new energy from coming in, or challenging new energy from coming in. Because, you know, in my cipher, we don't have no blocks. We got little challenges. We get around those. So you can easily surrender stress. Let go of stress. Let's do that now. Let's take a few deep breaths. In fact, let's just take one. We're going to take a deep breath in through your mouth. In. Taking in new air, new beginnings. And exhale out your mouth. Letting go of any of the stress, any tension in your body, any worries. I just hit my stand again. You guys, maybe y'all need to go to a gym and hit a punching bag. Maybe you need to go out into the woods and scream somewhere. I just feel like you need to some form of release. And when you find that form of release, then you could get out of your own way. And you can stop allowing things or people to cause you to get stressed. All right, so what aspects of your inner child needs healing? Now, this is going to be different for everybody. And what have you healed? So the black cards, oh, this group got 3 blue. So the black card is something that you need to heal still. And then the 3 are something you either healed or you're currently working through healing. So you have abandonment. Oh, that almost made my heart hurt for you guys. Like I felt a little twinge. It's hard to feel good about me when people just leave. A big trigger. So a huge trigger for you that you need to work through at this time, and I don't even want to put it at the top, is abandonment. Maybe you have been in situations, relationships, and stuff where people just leave. They decide they don't want to be involved no more. They'll go off with someone else and they'll go their own way. Or, or if, say you worked with someone, I've had this happen, and you teach them and you give them all your love and light. And when they feel like they got what they need to get to where they want to go, they leave you. So this is something you're learning to understand and not allow it to affect you in an emotional way. And that's a toughie. Abandonment is a tough wound. But you have 3 that you work through. So we have, it's so hard for me to see the blue ones. I'm sorry. When I made these cards, I was stupid and I used some kind of gold and silver marker that blended right in. But this says you're working through anxiety. It is becoming easier to relax and trust in source. And I'm not holding this up, don't make no sense because you're not gonna be able to see it. I can barely see it, but we're gonna leave that there. What else we got? You're working through doubt. I trust my inner voice and listen to my guides more now. So a lot of what you've been healing is the ability to surrender. You are surrendering stress. You are starting to learn different ways to release stress, to let go of self-doubt, to not allow certain situations and challenges to cause you to give up. And you have fear. I'm learning that my fear can be controlled if I master my mindset. Wow. 3 amazing things to have healed. I'm going to just put these over here because since you've gotten through these already, I'm going to put them under abandonment. This is where you need to focus your energy in healing. This is something that can get in the way of relationships because you'll always think that they won't last. You're always in the back of your mind, no matter how deeply the person professes their love, you'll be carrying a sense of they're going to leave me. They will eventually leave me. So that's something that really has to be healed. Talk to me if you need help. Trust me, I've been there. I've been through this, and I'm actually still working on this myself. So join a workshop and work through it with me together. You know what I'm saying? So let me see. What are your positive and negative attributes? So positive things about you and negative. So we have the scribe. So it does feel like you may be a writer of some kind. Preserving knowledge and information. Okay, you may do this through writing, or this could just be what you are called to do, or what you do in some way, shape, or form. Okay? Now, your negative, and I don't want to say your negative attributes, but shapeshifter is another gift that you have. However, the shapeshifter is where you can sometimes fall into the negative energy of this archetype. So when you are in the light, you have skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. What a great person you are. But when you're in the negative, you start projecting any image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. Okay, and you don't want to let yourself fall into that. I have such a powerful crew of people that come to my readings. I swear, you light workers, y'all need to come with me to Guinea. We're gonna make some magic there. We're gonna really, really do something in Africa other than just learn the cultural arts. We're going to leave a stamp in some way to say, I did that, I helped, I gave back. Anyway, that just came to me. Maybe my power ones, that's the breakthrough that's coming for you is you're gonna be able to travel. Who knows? Maybe that's something you want to do in a relationship you were in or are in is hindering that. Okay. What else we got for you? All right. When it comes to love, how could you be more open to receive? And this is not just romantic love. This is any love. So, power struggle. You may be involved in a power struggle between two or more people. Okay. So if you want to be more open to receive love, whatever is going on between you and another person where they're trying to show their power, you're trying to show you're powerful, or it's almost leading me back to what I was talking about with the codependency. Okay? Somebody may want to have you in a situation where you feel powerless. And at this time, it's closing you to receiving the love due to you because it shifts your focus to the energy between you and this person. I feel like it's an ex. Could be a divorced situation, a husband, somebody who you may have children or have joint accounts with, where they could cause friction or a tug of who's going to be in control of this, who's going to be in a power position. Once this is cleared and things are brought into balance, then the ability to be receptive to love will be able to manifest again. You also have wishful thinking. You are learning how to manifest the life that you desire. So if you want to be more open up to receive love, think about how you want to receive it. See yourself receiving it the way you want it. I feel like my power ones, you can visualize your dreams and desires into manifesting. I'm sorry. I hope you can see all of them. Granted, these two cards don't really have pictures that describe them, but I want to make sure you can at least see the words. All right, now, what are some ways that you can be more open to receive money? Healing with nature. Your soul yearns to be outside in nature, around the healing waters, flowers, and trees. So there's something about going out into nature for you. It either inspires you, recharges your energy in some way, shape, or form. But if you feel like you're having challenges when it comes to money, I'm hearing do outdoor rituals. Do things that Plant something. I'm hearing like things that will grow. I'm hearing get a plant, a money tree, something that can grow. Nature, growing, tending to it, loving on it. That's healing for you, my power ones. Whether you realize it or not. All right, how else can my power ones open to receive these coins trying to get in here? Wait, power one, y'all got 3? This is supposed to have been 2. So you got 3 tips about that money. So the ancestors really want you to get out your way and receive. So we have spiritual teacher. It's almost like they're trying to tell you what you need to be doing. You're getting your guidance towards your true north, I'm hearing. You're being guided to step into your role as a spiritual teacher. You want to be open to receive money? Step into your role. Step into your calling. That's where you will make a lot of money. And resolve. This is a period of indecision and a conflict, and it's time to make a decision. Well, the message here is once you realize what it is you want to do, I feel like that's the choice that you need to make is what do you want to do? How do you want to teach? You have to make a choice. When you decide where you're going to focus your energy to bring in your money, that will clear up your ability to receive it. Wow. All right, my power ones. So now we're up to the part where you got to ask yourself something. Ask yourself this. Now, these cards could be very straightforward and to the point. But it's to get yourself to really question yourself and look at yourself rather than point the fingers at other people. So your card says, am I avoiding socializing? Why? Are you avoiding socializing? When people invite you out, do you find an excuse for why you can't go? If someone wants you to call them, are you never available? Do you not answer phone calls? Do you not show up at events for networking? Why? And this is what you have to ask yourself. Why are you avoiding these things? Is it stressful for you? Are you afraid of opening up to something new for fear of abandonment and socializing with people and they might do the same crap to you? Really, really ask yourself, what keeps you from wanting to go out and socialize? Okay? There's something about that you need to check in yourself, and it will give you, I think since it's sitting right next to abandonment, it's almost in under stress. It almost is really like, to me, answering the question. And you also have forgiveness will set you free. What do you need to forgive yourself for? And this is exactly, if you didn't skip my words of wisdom, this is exactly what I was talking about, my power ones. So today was for you, big time. What do you need to forgive yourself for? You are kind of stuck. And I don't want to say stuck. You're kind of facing a challenge right now because I feel like you are doing exactly what I described. Whereas in seeking your happiness, you are feeling guilty. You are blaming yourself. And you really need to stop and think about where you need to forgive yourself. You really do. But you have a decision to make, and it says you have to make it tomorrow. It's a good decision. So I would say by tomorrow, you should have made a choice. Okay, that's your advice. And here's some more advice from your closest guide on the other side. It says expression. Express how you feel clearly, lovingly, and honestly without fear or judgment. Say it exactly like it is. All will be resolved when you express to others, resolve. All will be resolved when you express to others how you truly feel. Trust in the power of life to guide you and heal all concerned. Self-expression is liberating and healing. And I really think that was advice that goes here in your how to get that money in section. They're really telling you, you need to express yourself and be true to yourself. And that is where you will be free and your healing will feel like it skyrockets. Okay, you have to allow yourself to express yourself in your most authentic voice. And that's what I got for you, my Power Ones. I think this was a very insightful reading and should help you. Please give me a thumbs up if this resonated today. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Check out the description. It's packed full of information for how you could further work with me. It also gives you updates on things I'm offering and things I'm no longer offering. And on that note, I am going to bid you peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of my tribe. I'll be right back with Pal 2. Later. Hey Pal 2, what's good? Welcome to your reading. You were drawn to the number 2, or reaching your destination. And it says your light is shining brightly. This top card, as I didn't let everyone know, and that was intentionally, is to show you a blessing that's coming in to shift things in your life right now. So a blessing that's coming in for you is that you're about to really reach your goal. There's something that maybe you've been striving for, you wanting a huge change in your life. It could be a new house. It could be, I was going to say celebrity. I don't even know how to say it. It's some kind of level of celebrity. When people are going to be looking at you, your dreams, what's going to shift your energy and things in your life when it comes to love is that you are going to reach a goal that's going to make you stand out and shine, okay, and attract attention to you that you need. But you're going to be reaching a destination, a goal that you really, really, really have been working towards for quite some time. And it could be a divorce that you wanted. It could be a marriage that you wanted. It could be a separation you wanted. It could be moving. Whatever it is, it's something you've been wanting because you chose this pal. So it's a blessing that you've been calling in. And let's see what your fortune cookie says. So your fortune cookie says, make big plans, Pal 2. I cannot make this up. Make big plans because you're about to reach your destination. Your light is shining brightly. So make big plans because big things are coming. Big things are coming. That's what I hear. You got some big things coming in on the horizon. Okay, so Pal 2, let's help you get out your own way so that these things could come in. Do you self-sabotage? If so, how? You have to surrender to prayer. So you don't self-sabotage, but you're not doing everything that you could do. So in a way, it is a self-sabotage. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe and answers and support will arrive. So how you could be self-sabotaging is that you don't call on your guides. You don't call on God. You don't call on your ancestors. You don't call on anybody when you are in need. And so you're being advised at this time to pray for what you want and to surrender it through prayer, knowing that it's already going to be taken care of. It's already done. Okay? So what aspects of your inner child needs healing? We have, you have only 2. So you have something that needs healing and something you've worked through. So let's go with what you worked through first. So it says recognition. I can see the part I play in every part of my life, slowly but surely healing. So you have gotten to a point where you can recognize now where you are manifesting and attracting in certain situations. All right, that's great. So that means you ain't playing the blame game anymore. I'm sorry, my English went crazy just then. That was weird. All right, and what you still need to work through? Cheater, cannot commit. Why do I run from committing or from honesty? Oh, so you are either still needing to figure out why you have an issue with making commitments to people, Or, sorry about that. Or you're trying to figure out why you run from those that are honest with you. It's like you're running from committing, or you're running from those that it's just difficult, like from honesty and truth and commitment. So, or you end up with people like that cheat on you and they can't commit and they're not honest. So this is something that you're healing from and trying to figure out. Why do I have issues with commitment? Or why do I attract people who have issues with commitment? Okay. Now, want to really do some work on that? Jump into my Feel the Shift program. We clear all of that up. Okay. All of that inner child, those wounds and scars, we get rid of those. All right. So what are your positive and negative traits? Let's take a look at your archetype. When you are in your light, you are a pioneer. That means you have a passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. Very original, leader, boss energy. Now, when you are in a negative space, you have a mothering energy. So I always feel your negative side, you also live that positive side as well. So when you are in the light of mother, you're nurturance, patient, unconditional love, and you have joy in giving birth to life. But when you are in that shadow, smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent can be something you do. So make sure you don't smother people by over nurturing and not giving them space to grow and become their own self and find their own path. And also make sure you're not a nurturer who wants to keep those they mentor or guide at a certain level, and when they try to go up and become independent, then you make them feel bad about that. Okay. So that's just a little warning there for you guys. So when it comes to love, how could you be more open to receive? You got 2 cards for that. And then when it comes to money, how could you be more open to receive? You got 2 for that. So when it comes to love, synchronicities. Allow the magic to unfold as synchronistic events lead you in a new direction. So you have to pay attention to the signs. If you want to open to receive love and have it come in all its forms, you have to allow it to unfold and just take you in the direction you're supposed to go in. You have to surrender and release control. Maybe you're someone who likes to control every aspect of things that you're involving yourself in instead of letting God lead the way at times. You also have boundaries. You are learning the gentle art of setting boundaries and saying no. So you have to learn also if you want to be more open to love, you have to learn what you're willing to accept and what you're not. You have to lay down the law. I'm not accepting that. I am accepting that. And this is if you're single. If you're in a relationship, you still need boundaries because trust and believe, you will have people hitting on you. I've been going through that now. And it's difficult for me because I don't want to be a bitch and be like, yo, fuck out my DMs. And because some of the people are friends. But you have to set your boundaries some way. And us light workers, we see it as being mean. You know why? Because that's what people tell us when we set a boundary. We all good when we giving all our energy and doing whatever everybody wants. But as soon as you're not, you're mean and evil. Don't even feed into that. You know who you are. You're trying to reach your destination and this is the way you do it. All right. So let's see what'll make you more open to receive some money. Heavenly helpers, your spiritual team is guiding you through this difficult situation, which leads you back to surrender to prayer. Maybe you're having some financial difficulties. Your guides are like, hello. We're trying to guide you through this situation. We're trying to bring in opportunities for you that will take you out of any financially constraining situations and guide you towards situations that will set you up with some wealth. But you have to trust us. You have to surrender. Heavenly helpers and surrender to prayer, that goes hand in hand to me. And automatic negative thoughts. You must sit in a lack mindset. You are learning to take charge of the thoughts you choose to give life to. So you're being advised to make sure your thoughts match your desire. If you desire financial stability, then you need to think about being financially stable and not think about being broke or struggling to pay bills. Your mindset has to be one of prosperity and trust and surrender in knowing that the universe is abundant and giving and loving. Now I'm going to give you a question to ask yourself, because this is a check yourself reading. So ask yourself this: do I always have to be right? Am I unable to see someone else's point of view? Ask yourself that, because that could be something that gets in the way of your relationships. Do you always have to be right? Are you ever in an argument or a debate where you say, you're right, I'm wrong? If you always have to be right, that's going to be a problem, and that is going to lead to inability to commit. Okay? And you heal by releasing, not suppressing. What emotions do you need to feel? So there's some feelings you're holding in this. There's some emotions you need to release at this time. And it's not healing you by not letting them out. Okay? You either need to find yourself, find a way to release these emotions. Maybe talk them out, write it in a journal, join a community of people that are in the same vibration, and just really let your emotions be free. Cry if you have to, yell if you have to. I had to give the same advice to pal number 1. So you really need to release. And that's an issue that we light workers go through a lot. We suppress a lot because we're always trying to help, and we take on other people's energy and issues as well. But you have to have your own way of releasing yours too. And so your advice from your closest guide on the other side says, wow, inner child. Nurture your inner child and begin to express the awesome beauty you hold within you. We live in a world where a formula exists for everything, yet love and creativity have no formula. They do not need to be studied, simply nurtured. Regularly set aside some time to just play and have fun. And on that note, my hard-working light worker, I think this was pretty clear for you. You just got checked. And I hope it resonated. Give me a thumbs up if it did. Join, subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, join us. We are some really cool light workers who offer safe space. There's no harsh judgments here. There's none of that negative energy. You can always come here to find guidance and light and love. You know that if you check the description, because it'll tell you everything else that comes with being a part of this light tribe. And on that note, peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes with being a part of my tribe. I'll be back with Pile 3 later. Hey, Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You were drawn to the number 3, or the card that says Watching Clouds. And what y'all didn't realize is that the top card was you picking the blessing that is coming in to shift things in your life. So the blessing coming in for you says lie back, rest, and relax. Watching clouds, you're going to get some much needed me time. So maybe you've been feeling overworked. Maybe you've been feeling overwhelmed by relationships, and you just need a moment. So look out for opportunities to go on a retreat. I hear for you, my Pile 3s. Hey, I'm doing a retreat. Shameless plug. I'll be doing an info session tonight about it, 7 p.m. But anyway, you need to find a retreat. You need to find some way you can rest and you can relax and you can replenish your energy. But you're going to get it. That's the blessing that's coming in for you. Maybe you have felt like you couldn't find the time, or you just didn't have the time, but it's coming in for you. You're going to have the time. You're going to have many opportunities come your way to just lay back, rest, and relax. So let's see what your fortune cookie says. Keep in mind your most cherished dreams of the future. So don't forget your dreams, okay? As you lie back, rest, and relax, visualize your dreams. Don't feel like when you rest, it's inactive and you're not being productive, is what I'm hearing. Allow yourself to rest, to recuperate, to replenish your energy. And at the same time, you can have your epiphanies coming in and you can stay focused on your goals and your visions, and that'll keep you in the energy of attracting them in without having to be active. Okay, so let's see. Do you self-sabotage yourself? And if so, how? Surrender to your full power. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. So you listen to your conditioned self sometimes. Your conditioned self is the you, usually your inner child, but it's the you that's going through an abundance of experiences, and the you that has not tapped into the wisdom from those experiences and only harps on the experiences. So those experiences can cause you to dim your light whenever you run into a similar one that resurfaces those fears again. You need to surrender and step into your full power and stop dimming your glow. It's time. Okay, my pal, threes. All right, so what aspects of your inner child needs some healing? What have you healed? My pal, threes, you have worked through. I can barely see this one. Playing small is what you're currently working through. Okay, it makes sense. I am no longer hiding my full power or gifts. That's crazy. Okay, so you're currently working on this. Alrighty. Now, what do you need to work on? Oh, shit. Playing small. What is it with you, pal 3? So you're currently trying to stop playing small, and you're still dealing with doing it. All right. And you're being told that you do it here. Why do I hide my full potential? What is blocking freedom? All right. You have some fears to work through. Why do you play it small? Why do you not allow people to see your full potential? These are things you really have to look at. A lot of times when people play it small, they've been hurt. They've been disappointed. They've been rejected. And so they find that to dim themselves, they can avoid judgment, or they think. And instead, you're going against what you were meant to be here to do. You're a co-creator. You were meant to be here to shine, not be insignificant in this world. And you're a light worker because you're here on my channel. So step into your power and stop being afraid. Don't worry about any naysayers. You are protected. Look at this big ass lion spirit you got next to you, like raw. And then you got a spear. You are powerful. Own it. And who cares what anybody else has to say about it? Ooh, I feel like people have told you some things, or you got people around you that judge you heavily, or that you worry about, or maybe a community of people that watch what you do. Don't let them control any aspects of who you are and where you're headed. All right. Now, what are your positive and negative traits? I'm sorry, that made me angry because you got that 3 times in a row. That is confirmation. That's where you sabotage yourself the most, is in dimming your light. All right. So your positive trait is that you're a healer. Wow. Passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. So you must do it in a way that people judge, or you must have ideas and different thoughts about healing that people judge. Or maybe you feel like you're in a competitive field and you dim your light because you feel like you're not as good as others. Either way, you are a healer in some way, shape, or form, even if that's not the name of your profession. And when you're in your negative energy, you can be the lover. So, of course, when you have a negative, you have a light. See, a light side of the love is your great passion and devotion, your unbridled appreciation of someone or something. But when you're in the shadow of it, you can be obsessive. Your passion can harm others and be self-destructive. So you want to make sure you don't become obsessive over things you love or people. Okay, that's the thing that can be a negative for you. But other than that, you're a healer, a lover. You are your energy is dope. All right. So let me see. When it comes to love, how could you be more open to receive? We have limiting beliefs. This situation calls for reprogramming your belief system. So you have to you have to know that you deserve and are worthy of love, is what I'm hearing. Your belief system right now tells you that you're either not good enough for the ones that you want, or not worthy of a relationship, period, or just, hey, you're playing it small, just undervaluing yourself and what you have to bring to a table in a relationship. So you need to shift those beliefs, and that will open you up to receive the love that you want. And this is not just romantic love, okay? Empath. You may be confusing other people's energy with your own. You have to find a way, my empath, to release other people's shit. So maybe you people tell you stuff, you have to find a way to release it. Maybe you watch the news and you feel the pain across the world. You have to find a way to release it, or you have to avoid these things, okay? Because they're toxic to you, all right? And they're staying in your vibration. Some of the limiting beliefs could come from what people have said to you rather than what you really believe about yourself, okay? Now, if you want to open up to receive money, support team. 2 minds are better than 1, 3 minds are better than 2, and 4 minds are unstoppable. You need to collaborate. There's something with working in a team that is beneficial to you, Pile 3, and is going to bring in, open you up to receive. I think maybe you're blocking some aspects of receiving by limiting your ability to team up with people. And probably because you play it small and don't think you're good enough to be a part of a certain team, or you get with a crew of people and then you feel like everybody's better than me. These are limiting beliefs you have to get over to draw in the love, and support that you need. And old habits. An old habit may be keeping you from moving forward. So maybe you overspend, maybe you have an addiction, maybe it's something that you do that's an old habit that you have to release that is hindering your forward progress. And that, once those 2 things have been taken care of, you will be even more open to receive money. Because this is not saying you're not receiving now. It's just saying, how can you be more open? All right. So now here comes the moment where you have to ask yourself something. You have to check yourself. And ask yourself this. Is it time to level up? If yes, how? If no, why not? It is time to level up. You done got told 3 times to stop playing it small. So it is time to level up. But yeah, ask yourself, why not if you don't think so? If you still want to play it small? And if you know it's time to level up, think about how you can do this. It's right under how you can do it. Surrender to your full power. There is strength in doing nothing. Wait, what have you been forcing, and how can you let go of the outcome? So there's something that you need to just relax, relate, and release. Meditate on it and just let go and let God. Okay? Sometimes you have to just do nothing, and I feel like you don't watch the clouds. That's why you're getting blessed with a chance to lie back, rest, and relax, because you're always doing. Chill and watch things just come in. Last but not least, some advice moving forward from the God that's closest to you at this time. Courage. Dare to be different, to make mistakes, create, for it is in creation that you exist. In this world of dreams that stem from the eternal heart, you are one with all creation. All is possible. Go forth and be true to yourself, for it is only through being true to you that you can be true to others. Have the courage to stop playing the small Pile 3s. I'm sending y'all lots of bravery and love and light. Please give me a thumbs up if this resonated. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and check out my description for ways that we could work through this issue, because this is what I'm really good at, is getting people out of that energy of playing it small and stepping into their full power. And on that note, peace, blessings, and all the good stuff that comes with being a part of my tribe. I'll be back with Pile 4. Later. Okay, Pal 4, welcome to your reading. I actually had a huge interruption before I could get to your reading, Pal 4. Yeah, a huge one that kind of threw my energy for a hot minute there. Nothing crazy, but just like dealing with a toxic person really quickly before coming to do your reading. So my Pal 4s, don't give up hope. I don't know, my Pal 4s almost feels like Pal 1. Except Pal 1 feels like they're actively like pushing through. And my Pal 4s kind of feel heavy. Your energy feels heavy. It's like you're just tired. You're just tired. That's what I keep hearing. I'm tired. And it's not like in a physical sense. Maybe emotionally is what I'm feeling. So you were drawn to uncovering treasure. And little did y'all know, you were selecting your pal according to the blessing you want to come in that'll shift things. So the blessing coming in to shift things for you is that beneath the surface lies great bounty. So maybe I'm getting two things. On one, I'm getting a situation you're in that feels like it's horrible. Under the surface, there's something amazing brewing. And in the meantime, you're being protected through whatever this is. And then for some of you, I feel like you are the treasure and you're slowly uncovering aspects of yourself, you know, and realizing like, I'm dope. I don't have to be in those situations that don't serve me. That's the blessing that's coming in to shift the energy around you, is that you're going to start to see the blessing and the treasure within yourself and your experiences. And I also do see some prosperity coming in as well. Some kind of financial upgrade. Okay? So maybe that's something else you've been looking for. Let's see what your fortune cookie says. Pop. That's the only one that did that. Pop. Alright, so yeah, you gotta get out your situation. My Pal 4s, you feel like you're about to explode. You're about to pop. Like, it's gonna be a situation of not a build-up, but like, boom! And you got dragon energy here, so yeah. You could set some things on fire when you are pushed into certain conditions, but you can also attract to you great wealth as well. Okay, so your fortune says... Can you read that? I feel like you need to say it. Never give up. Okay, Pal 4s? So though things may be feeling very heavy right now, and maybe you feel like you're not moving in the way that you would like, don't give up. Okay? There's something beautiful that is going to come of whatever situation you're in now. And since we're talking on the situation, let's see, do you self-sabotage yourself in your relationships? So it says here, surrender the habit of people-pleasing. You're one of those. All right, so one of the ways you self-sabotage is that you do things to make other people happy, whether it makes you happy or not. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. That's why you feel heavy, Pal 4. Let go of the burden that you carry of having to make everyone else feel good, feel happy, be pleased, be content, and take some time to focus on you. And speak up for the things that you want and you need and that you don't want. People will have no problem expressing that to you. Keep that in mind whenever you're biting your tongue or you're doing something that goes against your virtues. All right, so let's see what aspects of your inner child needs healing. Wow, Pal 4, you have 2 things that need to be healed and 1 that you've been working through. So let's see what you've been working through. Past memories. When I share any memories, they all have a happy end, or else I don't share them. So you're learning now to dwell in the moment. And any memories of your past, when you do speak of the past, it always has a positive ending. It's never negative, because you want to continue to attract in positive experiences. So you are learning how to attract in new experiences instead of repeating cycles. But where you do need some healing still, acceptance. I need to know when to settle. Never. I must learn what I can and can't accept. Okay? So maybe that's what you're learning. What can you accept? What are you unable to accept? You know? Don't settle. Maybe you settle a lot and surrender to what'll please people. And self-sabotage, which is what this whole reading is about. Checking yourself. Why do I stop myself from my blessings? So in some way, you are sabotaging your own self. I'm gonna put that right under there. Why do you stop yourself from receiving your blessings? Do you not feel worthy? Or do they go with it, or is it that you receiving your blessings will upset other people? Really think about these things. This whole reading is to get you thinking, okay? And then making shifts. So what are your positive and negative traits? But sometimes we don't realize how other people see us, or how the guides see us. So when you're in a positive energy, you're a prince. Romantic, charming, and you have a lot of potential for power. But when you're in your dark side, you are the Avenger. And that means you have the light and the dark side of the Avenger. So the light attributes are desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. But when you're in the shadow, you will resort to violence in the name of a cause. Wowzers. All right, so make sure that you stay out of the shadow aspects of who you are, because if you are very, very passionate about a cause or something, you can get upset to the point of wanting to hurt people. Okay? So let's stay in your light energies. They're very nice. All right, my powerfuls, when it comes to love, how could you be more open to receive it? And this isn't just romantic love. This is love and support on all levels. Fear. Your fears are keeping you from moving forward into the life that you desire. So release fear. Are you afraid of getting the love and the support that you desire? Or are you afraid that by desiring this, it won't come in and you'll be disappointed? Okay. My door is annoying me right now. I have a window open, and every time the wind blows, my door that I did not close securely keeps like open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. It just gives me a feeling of you're someone who fluctuates a lot. You go through moments where you recognize the treasure beneath the surface, and then you go through moments where you close the box and you don't see it. You just see a box. Okay? And this is something you have to stop doing. Never give up. Let go of these fears. And yo, if y'all don't go spread the word about how on point my guides are, and just my connection to the vibration of those that are sent to me, like, come on. Self-sabotage. So you're self-sabotaging yourself when it comes to love. You may be creating pain for yourself by standing in your own way. So if you have issues with attracting support and love and stuff that you feel you deserve, it's because you're afraid. You are afraid of receiving the life you deserve. Maybe in some way, shape, or form, it'll shake up things with people around you. They might not be too happy to see you doing what you want to do or soaring. Maybe you got haters around you. You need to check that too. But either way, if you want to open up to receive love more, let go of fear and stop blocking it, love when it comes in, or second guessing and questioning it. All right, so how else can you open up to receive money? So my powerful is you have restlessness. Find a way to calm the waters of your mind. You want to open up to receive more money? You have to get out your head. You're overthinking things. It's almost like just follow your heart. It's saying you're overthinking stuff, and that can get in the way of your coin. So meditate, I'm hearing, as an answer. And parting ways. It may be time to move on from this personal situation. So there is a person or a job or both that are in the way of your money coming in freely. Maybe you deal with someone who has a lack mindset and it influences your mindset and your ability to attract in what you deserve. Or you're in a job or position that no longer serves you. Either way, there's something you have to let go of or someone in order to, and maybe it's something that's been stressing you in your head. It's something you have to release and let go of, and then your money will start to come in. So let's see. It's time for you to check yourself, boo. Ask yourself this, and maybe it'll give you more clarity. What 3 things can help me reach my goals at this time? Am I on the right path? So really sit down and write, what are 3 things that can help me reach my goals at this time? And when you write those 3 things, then you can assess, am I on the path? Am I headed towards these things? Am I doing these things? And that will help you see how far you are from your goals and how close you are. All right. But this has something to do with you reaching your goals when it comes to relationships. So put down your 3 goals that you want to reach when it comes to a relationship, even if you're in one. And then see if you're flowing in that direction. And if you're not, then make changes where necessary. Okay? And also, things are not what they seem. You're only trapped by your illusion. What freedom do you seek? So if you feel like you're stuck in something, like I said, you felt very heavy. You felt stuck. You feel overwhelmed, overburdened. You seek freedom from these burdens, from whatever's making your mind restless. And just know that you're not really trapped. Okay? You may feel like it, but you're not. All it takes is a shift in your perspective, all right, to change your vibration and attract in a different energy. And lastly, some advice from the guide that's closest to you at this time. Surrender. Remain positive about the future of our planet, for all is part of humanity's evolution. There is a divine order to all chaos, which you perceive in our world. Nothing will ever truly change until we learn to love and accept all as it is. Lovingly surrender your judgments and expectations, and your life will magically transform. So your advice moving forward is to let go and let God and to surrender. Okay? And then things will change. Things will magically change for you. Learn to love and accept. Acceptance. All as it is. Okay? This message to me was pretty blunt for you, my powerfuls. I hope it resonated in some way. If it did, give me a thumbs up. Join, subscribe, become a part of this channel. We welcome in new light workers all the time. And read my description so you can see how you could link up with us on a more personal level. And I could get to know you better. Maybe we could do personal readings, workshops, whatever the case may be. It's all in the description. And on that note, peace, blessings, and all the abundance of the universe and goodies that come from being a part of my light tribe. Bye. See y'all next week for the next episode of Lessons on. I'm sorry, I hit the camera. I'm sorry. Let's try that again. See y'all next week for the next episode of Lessons on Love.
This is love. You know it. I know it. Joy and pain are all a part of love's game. This I know. Love comes strong, you're high and low, then brighter you glow as you grow. I sing for all lovers, those in rapture on this earth. Know your worth.